So we're still stuck in this big humongous buy program located from the inception here to this low to this high, right? Price has been retracing back down all these past couple of weeks, days even, and we couldn't find a measure of S&T low to be formed based on these old lows. Then price started doing this expansion upwards. So we are stuck in what we call a phantom leg of a phantom leg. So from this here, there's no settlement in the lows. From here to here, there's no settlement of the highs until today, Monday. You see here that by the end of Friday, actually, we've been referring back to these old highs here, like the highs of London close from 2 weeks ago, and the highs of AM highs from not last week, but the week before that. And we're not seeing that same kind of correlation with the other markets. So US 500, US 30. So this could already be another second leg expansion from what we thought was down here. It was going to be the inception of the sell program, now being moved to up here. Perhaps this could be the beginning of the sell program as well. We have if that's the case, we would need to see some displacement to head down below, down to these levels, to up to the upper quadrant of it. Not that I remember. Let me go ahead and see here what could be some news. What could be some news that we could have this week that could perhaps see some form of aggressive price action? So oh my goodness! So tomorrow we have CPI numbers coming out. And Wednesday, Thursday we have PPI, and then Friday we have core retail. So definitely be on the lookout for Tuesday and Wednesday. So today there's no news. No, there's some news, but he's scheduled to speak at 10 a.m. When is that? Like 10 minutes? 8 minutes? So this guy's going to speak in a couple of minutes. Nice. So we had this balanced price action. Sell side, buy side, right here. Picked it up with this high. Expand it down lower to meet lunch sell side here. So what kind of unfinished business do we have? If we're going to go up, we got the CME open here from like 2 weeks ago. But since we're favoring the downside, we also got this to meet that expansion lower, right? So that we can finally create that beginning point of the sell program. We've tapped the 12 AM twice, not once, but twice. Now possibly going for the third time. If this happens, then I'm starting to favor more of the bullish side of things as well. If we're going to continue higher, then this will be the target. Okay, well, what formations are there now in place that can help support that idea? Well, it's 8 o'clock. Now, this failure swing going up, expanding up higher, I favor that, reacting up as an OTE entry when it's stacked above supporting structure in place to take it up higher. If it's by itself in solitude, I like to treat it as a turtle soup entry, low to go up to go higher. In this case, however, if we do want to see up higher liquidity get tackled, and we have not one but two supporting structures that this breaker block may be sensitive, supported by the fact that we have this failure swing up, I believe if it retraces back down, we could start to see this low, and I'm using the bodies here, low to high, can be used as a OT entry. Push where? Push the new higher highs, CME, buy side liquidity. Now if we were to look for a long, set up our 20 handles up there. Whoa, I just saw some quick crazy reprice take place right now. 954, let's take a look at the 954, no way. So I just saw some quick repricing done here in futures market. And we're going to see if that's going to be the reaction that we needed to take things to go up higher. Okay, if we have reacted, if we've done everything that we needed to do in order to see price go up higher, I would like to see this order block here this future order block. I get on a buy stop, and you just see price keep going up higher. For this 15 unit time cycle, I'm interested in how its external range liquidity it's being used, if it's going to continue to go up higher. So we have this high here, that's the external range. As soon as it broke up above it, came back down. I would like to see it act as a support to continue the uptrend to go up higher, not a purge or revert kind of model. Okay, we also have this failure swing. When it's referred back to it, price kind of just wicks through it. But we're still in the idea that we're going to get up to these old highs because they haven't been referred back to. They just haven't. It's unfinished business. Okay, so he's going to talk about plans for homelessness and crime. Yeah, this 30 unit time cycle has been balanced from this sell side, met with buy side as it's balanced, and it met with another balanced structure here. So since they're stacked together, and we got somewhere to be, I'm looking to see if this will react as of the OT entry right here. So since we're taking an awful lot to reach up to this higher time frame, right, which is supposedly our goal initially, Seeing that we've been spending some time there, I'm interested in seeing it go down now as a form of displacement down lower to initiate the sell program. Because even though we broke this low, right, we would interpret that as a type 2 reversal dealing range to continue to go up higher. Supports our idea. But I've been telling y'all that it's been taking a while for price to react in such a manner to take us up there. If that's the case, I'm looking at the futures price action, but we didn't break that external range low. So I'm even considering if this was even a valid structure. If it wasn't, we actually don't have a dealing range. We actually have a failure swing or a mitigation block. So this was, even though this low to high was balanced, this would have been our zone of area of interest where things would have been balanced to take price, what you may call it, take price higher. But because we have a dealing range, we have a mitigation block, failure swing. The inception of it were these two sell candles right before the big failure swing happened. Because I'm referring futures, the next 15 minutes, I want to see price use. You saw me. I answered on a sell stop on the lows of here, but it filled me just a little bit further below it. That's fine. And now I decrease my stop loss from up here to down here, because now this is going to be my mitigation block stop loss updated based on the idea that we were using the 12 a.m. to go down lower if we're not going to get down to these buy stop days put in. So we're seeing the disrespect OTE entry here. All right, that's pretty cool. And now we're going to see if it's going to disrespect this breaker. That's what this is going to rate. That's kind of kind of important. If it's going to continue to go up, that's kind of like its last barrier of entry. But seeing where we're coming from, I do believe now that we're going to disrespect that. This can change at a given moment. So if things change, you're going to have new profit objectives. You're going to have new structures in place based on time. That's kind of like where these time cycles come into play. My unit time cycles are based off my balanced price range theory. In that every time there's a new cycle that occurs, new structures in place that will change the goals of the market. All right, we'll be challenging it up here. Let's see what happens. And I think this is the part where I'll go on mute, guys. See if it will reach down to AM lows right here first. But ideally looking for it to trade down to that 75% to finally initiate that sell program. And we'll look to see if how we will behave moving forward. So let's check it out.